So sometimes in life we get to a place where we're fed up of life. We're worried, sick, exhausted, and we just want things to end. Where we just want to drop and go, where we want to let it go. It could be a relationship, it could be a career, a job, a venture, a project, or anything, something you're doing or something you're up to. Now, for God, it's very important what you're doing while you're there. Elijah did great things for God. He was in a situation in that land at that time where he had to pray earnestly that it would not rain. And it did not rain for 3.5 years. Then he prayed again, and the heavens gave rain, and the earth produced fruit. Elijah was a man with a nature like you and me, and yet he could do such exploits for God, of course, together with God. At the time that Elijah had another experience, he said he had had enough. This time he ran away. He just wanted to die. He said, "It is enough." Just like Elijah, even though things have gone on well for you in life, and you may be at a place where you have labored for so long and so much, you have done a lot, you've been there for other people in your life, you've made a huge impact, and then you have still reached a point where you know you're tired, you have had just enough. You're so exhausted physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and even spiritually, you're drained. You've lost the drive, the zeal, the zest, and passion that you once had. All you know to do right now, or all that you know, is that you're burned out and you're depressed. And going on seems like an impossible task. You just want to be alone. You don't want to turn to anyone else for help because you have always been so strong and you've always been the one giving help and hope to others. You probably don't want to even be seen as vulnerable or in need. And you might have concluded that it's time to quit. You might have said to yourself, "I've had enough. I'm done. It's over." Elijah was in that place where he received a threat from Jezebel, a threat together with a swear saying that she will be sure that he will be dead by the next day. And when Elijah saw that, words are things that we can see. He saw a picture of that because words are so powerful. He rose up and began to run for his life. He left his servant at a place behind and he went all by himself and he began to pray to God, telling God to take his life, saying, "I am not better than any of my fathers." He already saw himself as good as dead by the word that he had received from Jezebel. Then God showed up. He sent him an angel, and the angel ministered to him. And then a word came to Elijah while he was in the cave. And the word that God gave him was a question. He asked him, "What are you doing here?" It's not like God did not know, but you see, we often think that change comes from centers of power, but God knows that change actually comes when ordinary people encounter a power that is greater and different from themselves. And when they have access to that power, they can use it where they are, they can use it for who they are, and they can use it to even help others. So God gave Elijah an encounter by showing himself to Elijah, and then he also gave Elijah an assignment from that place where he was asked the question, "What are you doing here?" So in that place of terror where you may be right now, in that place where you're so stressed and strained and you want to just quit and give up, God is asking you the question, "What are you doing here?" Can you take a moment? Can you just consider? Can you reevaluate and ask yourself, what are you doing there? What am I doing here? That is key to God. If you're able to answer that question, then you're beginning to solve the problem. Be encouraged. Thank you so much.